This is Ras, and I'm here to talk to you today about emotions. Particularly, I would like to focus on anger and the consequences of anger and the impact on our health when we become angry or experience intense emotions that cause us to become unbalanced, cause us to lose focus, cause us to become irritated or even depressed with our environment and with our families and friends, etc. What if I told you that most of the emotions that we experience in our lives as human beings are quite harmful to our health? Even joy can be harmful. Did you know that too much joy could actually impact on your health? That's something to think about. However, today I would like to focus on anger. Anger, as you know, is a response to environmental or external circumstances, mostly. And once anger is initiated into our consciousness, what occurs is the body begins to release something called cortisol. Cortisol is quite deadly. When cortisol is released in the body, it actually attacks our vital organs, such as our liver, our heart, our spleen, our kidneys, our lungs. Cortisol is actually designed to be initiated in the body during a fight or flight situation. So whenever the body releases cortisol, it is when human beings are in a stressful life and death situation. However, many people are in a state of fight or flight for most of their lives, or even during a daily period or hourly period. Many human beings will be in a fight or flight mode. Now, let's take, for example, you're at work and you are in a hostile environment, so to speak, where you don't get on with your colleagues, or you don't get on with your boss, or perhaps you're a teacher and you have students who are quite demanding. In that situation, many people find themselves in flight or fight mode, or let's put it down this way: fight, flight, or freeze, which means that cortisol is constantly being released into your bloodstream, shunting blood from your vital organs into your arms and legs, because you are now, what we call it, in fight or flight mode. And once you're in fight or flight mode, that means that your body is focusing in a stress. Your body's in a stressful state, which then causes a whole slew of effects, all sorts of illness. We know stress is the number one killer in today's society. Imagine the effect on the heart when you're in this fight or flight mode. Not only that, but cortisol stays in the body for hours, if not days, and even months. It is one of those chemicals that's once released into the bloodstream, it takes many hours for it to dissipate. In the meantime, it is causing astronomical damage to your physical being. This is why emotions such as anger, jealousy, greed, lust, all of these emotions which we indulge in on a daily basis, feelings of feeling left out or being abandoned or neglected, all have an impact on our psyche, our psychology, as well as our physical being. Hence the statement, emotions are not your friend. Many of us believe it is okay for us to emote. Well, so-and-so did something to me, therefore I responded in this way. He or she made me do this. So we constantly make excuses for why we indulge in emotions such as anger, grief, worry, unaware that we are harming ourselves in the process. As we make these excuses as to why we are justified in our anger, we often forget that as we make these excuses, we are actually damaging our brains, our health, our liver, our spleen, our heart, our kidneys. It is amazing that a simple emotion, a reaction to a stimulus, someone saying something to you that you don't like, could bring about such a detrimental result in the long run. This is why it is important to be peaceful in all situations of challenge. If you react to a challenge, no matter what it is, no matter at what degree or state it comes at you, if you react angrily or becomes depressed or anxious, you are harming yourself in the process. So it is important to remain peaceful in all situations of challenge. It is important to breathe, to be mindful. This is why they call it mindfulness meditation. Because that moment when you are going through that difficult situation or circumstance, you have the ability to scan your body and to make sure that you're not responding in a negative way to that situation. Joy and peace are two of the most powerful emotions that anyone can experience. And these two emotions are incredibly useful when dealing with stressful situations. Why harm yourself because you've lost your job? Why become angry because you didn't like the way your boss spoke to you? Knowing the consequences of that anger will be detrimental to you later on. Remember, cortisol stays in your body for a long period of time. And if you are constantly generating negative emotions on a daily basis and responding to challenges in a negative way, then you are constantly flooding your body with that cortisol. And therefore, when you become ill unexpectedly, unaware, you are, because you feel that it's not possible because you're a vegan, you're a vegetarian. But even though you may have a balanced diet, that does not prevent you from becoming ill if your emotions are unstable. I hope this video had an impact on you in some way, or has enlightened you as to why emotions are not our friends. And we must, and as in conclusion, I hope that you see that most of the emotions that human beings experience are not beneficial to us. The key emotions that we actually benefit from are peace, love, and joy. The other emotions, like too much excitement, constantly seeking pleasure, they all have a negative impact on our psyche. And we should be very much aware of this, as they can have long-lasting and detrimental effect on who we are and our state of health. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.